Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel You Develop Code, and today I'm going to tell you that how we can implement Accordion in the React.js. Today this is the Accordion that we are going to implement in our code. So this is the functionality that we will be coding for. This is the accordion. If I will click over this accordion anywhere over it, it can be open, it can be collapsed as well. And you can see the respective data of accordion 1, 2, 3, and 4. Similarly, now if I will open the accordion 2, you can see the content of the accordion 2. Similarly, accordion 3 and accordion 4. And if you want to collapse it, then it can be collapsed as well. But in this accordion, only one accordion can be opened at a time, like this. But if you wish to close this accordion, it can be closed, like this. Now let's start coding. So here you can see that I've actually opened the React project and in which I'm going to show you that how we are going to implement the accordion. I have started the server already and it is running in the localhost port 3000. Now let's start making the folder. In the src, I'll make one folder as components. Under the components, I'm going to make one folder for the accordion. So I will name it as accordion. Accordion. So yes, it is going to be the folder. Under the accordion folder, I'm going to make one file as accordion.jsx. Here I will import the function and I will simply just make one heading as accordion, and now I will import this accordion into the app.js. So currently here in the browser we can see this React server is running, but I will be removing this part of the code and we will show that how we are going to implement the accordion component. So I will simply remove the header part from here. I'll import the accordion component and you will be able to see the heading of accordion. So I'll go to the browser and here it is visible. So it means this accordion component is perfectly imported into this app.js. So here you can see that we have printed the accordion label heading, and now I'm going to make one array of objects in which we are going to mention the accordion heading and the content of the accordion. So here in this accordion folder, we are going to make one file for accordion label.js. So the accordion label.js is going to be the array of objects. Here I will put one ID and one label name and one content. So first ID I'll put it as ID1. Label name I will put it as let's suppose accordion 1, and the content of accordion 1 will be, hey, this is accordion 1 content. Similarly, I'm going to make some more objects. So I'll copy paste this. I will make four accordions basically, and I will give the unique ID to each one of them. So here I have given the unique ID and I will rename this one as accordion 2, this one is accordion 3, and this one is accordion 4. Similarly, here as well I will change this as accordion 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will just loop over this array of objects and you will get a clear idea that what exactly I'm going to do with that. Now I will use this accordion label array of objects into the accordion.jsx file. So for that I need to write it export before that, and now it would be imported into the accordion.jsx file. So for that, let's start the looping. I will just write under the JSX like accordion label. I'll import it from here. And as this is the array, so I will start looping over that. Accordion label.map item, and in the fat arrow functions, I'm going to return the div. So whenever we do looping, we always pass key to that. So I'll be passing the ID under the key, which is which should be always unique actually. So for that we have some unique IDs. So I'll simply do that item.id over here. And now I'll make two more divs. I'll tell you why I'm doing so. I've made the first div. Now I'll make the second one. In the first div, I'm going to write the accordion label name. So accordion label name, we can get it as label name, that is the item dot label name. And here I'm going to simply put the plus sign. That's all. So let's see that I have actually written this much of code. So how it is reflected into the browser. So here in the browser, you can see that I have printed the accordion 1, accordion 2, accordion 3, accordion 4 label name. And along with that, I just mentioned the plus sign. So it is printed too. So far it is working fine. I just need to give some styling to that. And I will be giving the styling with the help of the bootstrap. I've actually mentioned some of the scripts file into my index.html. So these are the some of the bootstrap 4 script file that I will be going to use. So let's start. Now in this accordion file, I'm going to give one class name to this div as container, which is coming from the bootstrap only. And I'll give this div as card. So let's see the difference. Here you can see the difference, right? So after that, I'm going to make one more div and I'm going to put these two under this div. So I'll use prettier to make my code look much better. And now I will make use of class name as card body. So you can see some difference, right? Now it's looking much better than before, but still it needs some improvement. Like I want my accordion to this side and plus to this side. For that, what I'm going to do is I'll give deflex flex row and justify content between. So now let's see the difference. Now it looks perfectly the way we wanted to show our accordion. It is looking like that only. So as we know that we are getting the content of the accordion from this accordion label, this is the content of the accordion that I'm going to now display into the browser. So here I'm going to make one div and under this curly braces I'm going to write item dot content. So let's see into the browser. Here you can see the content of the accordion. Accordion 1 has the content at hey, this is Accordion 1 content. Similarly, Accordion 2 has content with hey, this is Accordion 2 content. Similarly, you can get the respective accordion contents. But as we know that once we will click over this line, then only it should visible. And for that, we need to make some conditions, right? So I'll start making the conditions for that. I'll make use of use state for that. I'm going to write it here. Accordion ID and set accordion ID. I'll give the initial value of this in the use state as 0. So basically now we are going to set the ID of these accordion, and with the help of the IDs only I'm going to make some of the conditions. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to apply one handle function over this div. So I'll write on click handle open accordion. Now I will write here the fat arrow function for this handle open accordion, and I will log over this one and do the click. Okay, so for now, right now I'm going to hide this content. Once I will click over this accordion one, then only it will get displayed. So for now, I'm going to hide this. Basically, I'm going to comment down this one, okay? So now you can see, you can, as it is showing like it was showing earlier. Once we will click over this, then only it will display as the data. And here you can see in the console that once I clicked over this one, it is just consoling me as click. So for now, this on click function is working fine. We just need to make some condition over that. So in order to show the content of the accordions, like if I will click over this accordion here or here or here, the respective data should show. So I'll start making some condition. For that, I need to set the ID for this set accordion ID under this function. So I'll pass here ID where I'm just mentioning the on click function. So ID is item dot ID. I'll make this one as arrow function, actually a callback function. So here in this callback function, I'm going to pass this item dot ID. Here I'll take it as index. So now the ID of these div, it is actually set. So I'll be making some condition over this. So when this accordion ID is going to be equal to item.id, then this content would be displayed to our browser. For now, I'll just actually remove the console as well. It is not required anymore because the function is working fine. Now I will click over this accordion one. So yes, we are able to see the content of the accordion one when I click over that. Here also I'm able to see the accordion 2 content and accordion 3 and accordion 4. For the convenience, I think I should give the cursor pointer to this div actually. So here only I'll put under the styling as cursor pointer. So now you can see we can get the cursor pointer. So here you can see whenever we're clicking over any of the accordion, we can see the data against them. But when we are again clicking over them, it is not getting closed. It is only getting closed when we are clicking over any other accordion. So for that, we need to make one condition that if index is equal to accordion ID, then this should be false. So for that, I'll give just -1 and return. I'll refresh it. I click over that and I'm going to again click over that. So yes, now it is getting collapsed as well. I'll click here, then I will click again here, and now if I want to collapse, then it is getting collapsed. So our accordion is actually working fine the way we actually wanted to achieve our data. So if you have any doubt, any questions, you can post in our comment section and let me know that you like my video or not. If you like my videos, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.